Well, good morning to you. Good morning. What is it today? It's Monday, the 9th of December, 2019. I was going to say time to make a start, but truth is I've already made a start. I've been to the déchetterie and I've dumped some déchets already. I've got rid of some sacks of stuff that have come out of this job. It's all chicken and egg on this job. I've said it before, I'll probably carry on saying it until the job's finished. I don't know that a job like this is ever finished, but I want to get floor down. I want to get plaster up and wallpaper up and lights and things like that, and I want to move my bed onto the floor that's going to go there. Before I can do that, obviously there's other things that need doing. In my head today, I want to make good some of the stonework around the tops of those beams. Now, that would be easier if I had a floor down, or a bit of a floor, because I want to be sitting down on the floor while I push mortar into some of the stonework that, you can see it all looks a bit hit and miss, doesn't it? But you don't want to do that with the floor down because you make a mess of the new floor. So that's why we've got these bits of access platform in place. It's only resting there. It shall be fixed before I walk about on it. But before that, I want to have a bit of a tidy up. Now, one of the purposes in going to the tip this morning was to empty my going to the tip bags. Yeah, but some of this doesn't need to go to the tip. Some of it can just go out on the garden. This is a big lump of the stuff that came out of the ceiling. It's basically mud, but it's bonded with straw and bits of, well, that's a strawy sort of thing. Also in here there's, well, bits of twig, and there's bits of gorse, which is really great fun when you get hold of it. Let's see if I can, some of this has got some vicious little spines on it. So yesterday afternoon I found a pair of gloves that are normally supplied to chaps working in timber yards. They're intended for handling boards of plywood and things like that you can cut your hands apart with. And I thought, oh, that's handy, they'll be good. No, they're not, because the spines on some of this go straight through them and sticks. Some of it comes out in big lumps like this. Some of it, as it comes out, just disintegrates into dust. You know the old thing, from dust we came, to dust we shall return. There we are, there's some of the wonderful reinforcing that goes into this mud. That's great fun when you get hold of it. But it's biodegradable because it's nothing but mud, straw, grass and stuff. So that just goes out onto the grounds outside. Some of the other, the brick and the plaster and stuff like that, does need to go to the déchetterie. Some of it will get stacked to be used as hardcore because we've got some other things to be done coming up later. So, first job, let's go to the back of the car, rescue my rubble sacks. Now, before I can rescue my rubble sacks, I've got to take out my new supply of firewood. Not sure I'm going to bother cutting this up just at the moment, because just at the moment I'm not short of firewood, which is good. Well, good morning. What a lovely morning. Temperature only 2.5 degrees centigrade, although it's going to get warmer this afternoon. There we are, rural areas. You see farmers out in his tractor. What's he got on there? A plough, got a nose weight on. And yeah, today, a little bit different. I would have liked to have been working, but I'm going for a Christmas luncheon with a crowd of people who are slowly trying to teach me French. Yeah, they're a good crowd of people, and yeah, very generous towards me. So that's what we're up to. Let's take this left turn. I nearly missed it the other day. Well, oh dear. I sort of haven't really stopped all day and haven't picked up the camera all day and things like that, because I've been knocking out ceiling, and as I'm going I've been cutting the wood that has come out of the ceiling, preparing firewood and what have you. I've done a lot of thinking as well, and sort of looking for thoughts. I've been reading and studying the structural qualities of chipboard, because we've sort of decided that this is going to be floored out with chipboard. And a lot of what I've been reading has been English standard or British standard stuff. 22mm thick tongue and groove chipboard, fantastic. Comes in 2.4 metre lengths, 600mm widths, fantastic, wonderful, brilliant. So I checked what I can get locally, and it's 19mm. 610mm width, 1.8 metre lengths. Now, actually, well, slightly longer than 1.8. Now, the book says that you don't need to put any, what an Englishman would call noggins, between the beams, between the joists. You don't need to, according to the book. Incidentally, the distance there is sort of 60 centimetres. Sort of. It's not exact, because these aren't they're not exactly parallel. And in fact, if we can, without making too much fuss, if we can stand under these, you can see that the end there is quite close together, and this will make you dizzy. Let's spinning round. It's further apart there because, of course, this wall isn't square to that wall. Now, as I say, the book says using 19mm chipboard, or using 22mm, you don't need to put battens to support it. That's not chipboard, that's actually floorboarding stuff. That's just my access panel, clamped, as you can see, using one of these wonderful clamps that you literally you push it up and then you bosh it there until it's nice and tight, and when you want to undo it, you bosh it there, and it that bit then drops on your toe, and that bit then drops on your head, and yeah, it's a wonderful system, works. But what the guidance to carpenters and floor layers is all about is pricing up a job and getting the job slapped on quick. It's not about making it last for 100 years. It talks about what sort of traffic is going to go over the floor. Are you going to, is this going to be a thoroughfare for hundreds of visitors? No, it's not, because this bit here is going to be my bedroom. And I get very, very few visitors in my bedroom. The odd spider, but that's about it. But I want it to last, and what's going to be underneath here in this room, this is going to be the, if you like, the living room, the lounge, the sitting room, proper word, salon. And it's going to have a ceiling, and it's got to be spaced a bit, and it's got to have some ceiling lights and electrics fed through it and things like that. So I am going to put timber noggins in under the joins where the boards join up. The book says, ah dear, funny what you read in books. It says 53mm square rough cut framing timber, or 40mm square, or 40 by 32, because the chipboard by the book doesn't need any bracing. You pull it in tight, you run a bead of a decent glue along into the groove of the tongue and groove. Doesn't need any support, but it's going to get support. Yeah, it will do. But not tonight. Tonight what we're going to do is set fire to some of the timber that I've pulled out of that roof and cook dinner, and try and get the dust, les poussières, out of my hair, because that is a mucky job. There we are. Anyway, weather's turned out quite nice. That's a bonus.